So God is still pissed off at the Israelites, so he has stuck them with the Philistines because they know they hate each other. And so it's kind of like Harry Potter versus Voldemort. Then God, in angel form, came down to this guy Manoah and his wife who couldn't conceive, and they were all sad. And then he was like, yo, you're gonna have a kid, and his name's gonna be Samson, and he's gonna deliver you from the Philistines. So Samson was to be a Nazirite, which meant that he couldn't drink alcohol, and he couldn't cut his hair, because he was gonna be devoted to God. So he was kinda like Rapunzel. But also Fabio. So Fabio met a woman who happened to be a Philistine. And even though they were like on opposing sides, this was all part of God's plan because God is a little sneaky bo beaky and he's mad at the Philistines. So on his way to ask for his lady's hand in marriage, Samson finds a lion and he rips it apart because suddenly now he has superhuman strength thanks to God. And even though he's really excited about it, he keeps it top secret.
And he doesn't tell anyone.
Basically super strong and he's like Superman. Not that Superman. More like this Superman. Yeah. So now they're all at the wedding, and Samson decides that he's going to try to trick all of the Philistine groomsmen with a riddle. And the groomsmen, they all get super pissed because they can't solve the riddle. So they hop on over to Samson's wife, and they're like, hey, wife, tell us the answer to the riddle. And Samson finds out about this and he's super pissed. So he's like, why would you ask her? And then Samson goes on a big rage and kills all 30 of the groomsmen. Samson then finds out that his wife has been given away to another man for marriage and he's super pissed about that. So he burned the village down. And it probably looked a little bit more like this. So then the Philistines killed his wife and his father-in-law, and as a result, super strong Samson went and killed a whole bunch more Philistines. After which, Samson's course of action was to go and hide in a cave, and tricky little Samson pretended to give himself up to the Philistines, and then ended up killing 1,000 of them with a donkey jawbone. Samson then went off and married this really great lady named Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah.
So then, the Philistines bribed Delilah into betraying her husband Samson. And Samson basically told Delilah that the source of his strength was his hair, so Delilah chopped it off in the middle of the night. Needless to say, Samson was upset. So, since Samson has now broken his Nazirite vow, God is all pissed and won't support him. So, Fabio Samson is no longer dangerous, and he is no longer strong with the support of God. Now he has to resort to doing really poor butter commercials. So the Philistines get Samson because he's no longer strong, and they punch out his eyes and they blind him. But by now, Samson's hair has started to grow back, so now God is going to support him again. So, as the Philistines are sacrificing him, Samson tears down the entire building like a bad A, and in a suicide mission, he kills himself as well as the Philistines. Samson's family somehow recovered his body in all of the rubble, and he is now buried in a tomb near his father Manoah, and they all lived happily ever after.